I was like, are you a blush? Are you a highlighter? I don't know what you are, but I'm willing to like give you a try. It gives it a little bit more of a peach spin to it. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and there is definitely a theme this week. It was pretty much all centered around one specific palette. You may be able to guess it already, but I'll give you a hint. Warm tones, lots of warm tones. So yeah, pretty much all around one palette. So let's get to the favorites. So nothing on my nails again this week, so let's just jump into what was the eyeshadow palette I couldn't put down. It was my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Oh my gosh, it's just adorable. It's just adorable, and I used it pretty much all week. I did film a review and little mini tutorial using this palette, so that will be up soon for you guys. So I'll go into more detail in that video so you'll be able to see swatches. I'll give you just like my overall impression about all parts of this palette, but just know I used it pretty much all this week and I can't put it down. You have to like warm tones to like this palette. If you don't like rusty colors, copper colors, orangey colors, this is not the palette for you, because that is totally what it is. I mean, it is all in that family, and that's pretty much just what I was doing with my makeup pretty much all week. So on my eyes today, the look that I filmed is more kind of like a rusty smoky eye, but today I decided to kind of like switch it up a little bit and do more of the purple on my lid. So I have jelly on my lid, and then I have peanut brittle in my outer corner, and then deepen it up with peanut butter cup and also jammin'. So I kind of have like a multi combination. And then on my lower lash line, I have that peanut brittle and also jelly. So just really beautiful, really fun. I do say this in the review. Jelly is, I don't know, kind of a little like, kind of a weird little shade, because in a swatch, it just doesn't look that impressive. It really kind of looks like a fail in a swatch. Chester got me. I've got marks on my hands. Little stinker. He's in the other room. I need to show him on camera again, because sometimes he walks in here, but you obviously can't see him because he's on the floor, but he's in the other room today. Anyway, back to jammin'. It doesn't look that impressive in a swatch, but on the eyes, I think it just performs a lot better. I don't know what it is. So it's not like I really do like that shade. It's just kind of strange that it looks really not good in a swatch. But yeah, I've just been reaching for this all week. I love it. I love the scent. Yeah. And I pretty much figured out what I think it smells like. I'll mention it in that video, in that review video, like what I kind of pinpointed the scent to be. But it's really not super peanut buttery at all. I would say it's more chocolate, but like a little spin-off with a little something extra in it. But I did pinpoint what I think it smells like, so I'll save that for the video. Love this though, so cute, couldn't put it down. For blush this week, I pulled out a couple of oldies but goodies in my collection. This is the BH Cosmetics Blush Duo in Daisy. I'm wearing the highlight shade of this duo today, so I've got the kind of golden color. But I really like these duos. I think that they are so nice, especially for the price. They just have a really nice texture. Like when I swatch them, oh look how that like dyed my fingers. Oh man, I didn't get that off. But you can see like in a swatch, I feel like they don't look super impressive, but on the cheeks, they really do perform so nicely. Well, they look pretty nice in a swatch. Never mind, scratch that. They look nice in a swatch. But especially on your face, like they just blend really nicely, they wear really nicely, and I think they're like $3, which is awesome. And there's multiple different kinds of colors, so you kind of get, like, I think some of them are more the blush color and then sort of a lighter, sheenier version of the blush. So it's kind of like you get a blush and a highlight, but some of them are almost like a blush and a blush topper. But either way, they're all beautiful. I have 3 of them, I think, and I love them all. Just super affordable, but really good quality. They just perform really nicely. And then what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, I have not worn this in so long. I can't even remember the last time. This is Benefit's Sugar Bomb. My friend Mary from A Love Tart mentioned this in a video recently, and I was trying to think of which video it was. It might have been in Empties, where she'd used up a lot of it. I think it might have been that, but maybe it was a Get Ready With Me. I don't know. But anyway, it was in a recent video, and she talked about Sugar Bomb, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even remember the last time I've worn that blush. And this is kind of one of those, it's one of those products that, I don't know, I remember when I first bought this blush, I almost returned it because I was like, what is this? It's almost like how I thought about Wet n Wild's Rose Champagne, where I bought it and I was like, are you a blush? Are you a highlighter? I don't know what you are, but I'm willing to like give you a try. So this is kind of the same idea, and it really doesn't even look that impressive in a swatch, but I am wearing this today, and I mean, I think it looks like a nice blush. What it is a really light, golden, peachy, glowy blush. You're probably looking at that going, I don't even see anything there. Because it really doesn't like look like much, but for some reason it shows up better on my skin, and I feel like when it kind of like mixes with your bronzer and your contour, it mixes so nicely and it really does give you this finished look. But it's a really natural, glowy, beautiful look. So I really do love it, but I think it's just kind of like a unique sort of a blush. It's just one of those, you kind of have to figure out how to use it. That's kind of what I had to do. Like I kind of had to figure out how to use it. So I'll either use it as a blush topper or just by itself and make sure that I'm wearing my contour, that I have some bronzer on, so that it can kind of mix with it and give you that like finished look. It's really, really beautiful. I had been neglecting it. I'm so glad Mary mentioned it because I've been loving it this week. And for lips this week, I was mostly wearing kind of warm tones, neutral tones, that type of deal, but I did wear one fun color this week that I really enjoy. But first, I'll start with the neutrally kind of colors or warm tone colors. First off is Kat Von D's Lolita 2. I got this in gratis from Sephora, and I really like this. It's like basically just kind of a rusty terracotta sort of a shade. I really love the packaging on hers. Like I love the whole design. I love that it's like a long skinny sort of a tube. I just really like the packaging on it. But anyway, that's the color. It's just a beautiful rusty terracotta shade. And if you have light colored eyes like green or blue eyes, this is just gonna really contrast and look so pretty. But it pairs really nice with the peanut butter and jelly palette. I love it. It's definitely different than the original Lolita because that one's more of, at least on me, that one's more kind of like a mauve-y brown. It's pretty dark, whereas this one is much more orangey toned. Very, very warm toned. But really beautiful. I do like the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. They are relatively comfortable. I would say they're one of the more comfortable ones that I have, but they're still a liquid lipstick. So they do still feel a little bit dry, but not the driest formula I've ever tried. They are one of my favorite formulas of liquid lipstick, and I love this color. And then I broke out one of my beloved Maybelline Creamy Mattes. This is in Clay Crush. After wearing this week, I'm just going, I really should just wear these lipsticks. Like, just only these, because I love the formula of them so much. Every time I wear them, I'm like, these are the best things ever. They're just awesome. They're so creamy, so comfortable. They stick around on the lips for a good amount of time because they're more matte, but they're just really comfortable and they have so many beautiful colors. Clay Crush is just really a nice kind of warm neutral, and I feel like it's a really unique shade. I love it. I think it pairs really nicely with the PB&J palette. Oh, it's so good. So I wore that by itself, and then I also wore this gloss over it, which is really pretty. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Sunday Mimosa. This is just a really nice, I'll show you by itself and then I'll show you over Clay Crush. It's a really nice, just peachy color. And over Clay Crush, it makes Clay Crush just a little bit more on the peachy side. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love these together. That's just a really pretty kind of bright peachy color. But see how it changes Clay Crush just the tiniest little bit. Obviously it gives it some gloss to it, but I don't know. It gives it a little bit more of a peach spin to it, which I like. Really, really pretty. And then lastly, what I'm wearing on my lips right now, this is one of the Urban Decay Matte Revolution lipsticks, which again, this is an awesome formula too, but I love the creamy mattes because they're like $5.50 from Walmart or Target. Whereas these are a little bit more high-end, but they are an awesome matte lipstick. They're such a nice formula. This is in the shade Matte Bittersweet, and I feel like it's very similar to Jelly from the palette. So if you've got kind of more, you know, of the purple tones pulled into your eye look when you're using the PB&J palette, I think it's really fun to bring in kind of like a purpley pink sort of a lip to kind of like pair with it. It's almost like instead of going with the warm side of the palette, the kind of sultry warm side, I feel like this is kind of like a way of making it sort of the fun, colorful side of the palette because you're bringing in more of those purple tones. But isn't that, it's such a pretty color. Just like a really nice pinky purpley shade. These are so creamy, so comfortable on the lips, really long wearing. They're just really, really nice. So I think it just is a really fun pairing to put the pinky purple kind of a color with the PB&J. And I didn't have any Fooeys this week, just all things that I was loving. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know down below what you were loving this week, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!